Unde să postez Zoom asta?
Pe form of consciousness. Facem.
Hai, dar tu, nu-i dau pe Facebook, ai văzut cum merge. Nicio șansă.
Și tu buclezi mai bun?
Da. Am mai făcut.
Păi putem să-i dăm direct de pe YouTube.
Te rog.
Mai făceam direct de pe YouTube.
Nu e de asta? E vorba că Zoom-ul cumva îți compresează în funcție de cât de bun e. Acum o să ne accent.
E 21-20. 21-21.
Uite, live. Nici nu vreau să mă uit dacă merge. Nu e rău. Ha? E.
Și tu buclezi mai bun? Păi putem să dăm
Merge, frate. Doar că
direct de pe YouTube.
nu pot să postez. We are live. Hai să vedem. Îi dau post. Și
Ce-o fi o fine, da?
ce-o fi, o fi. Acum îi dau. O să se încarce.
Te rog. Mai făceam direct de pe YouTube. Nu e de asta.
Bear with us, everyone. We are posting our Facebook Live that is streamed through the Zoom and posted on YouTube. On the Mercury retrograde, against all odds, we are doing it. Okay. Post. Let's see. What's up? So, I'm gonna disable everything. Let's see
All right.
what we got.
High five. 1 hour later. Boom. Welcome to the show.
Let's get a bit in touch with ourselves because
It's been 1 hour.
it's 1 hour
working
of
hard.
trial and error with this connection. I think this is the best way to just like to break the ice. And I want to ask you a question.
All right.
What are your struggles and your benefits here?
Is that the question that you wrote? Oh my God.
No, it was a thing that it crossed my mind, and I was like, what question can I ask Emmanuel so it'd be an icebreaker? You know, because this is our intention for tonight. Our intention is to actually break the ice with you guys and yeah, speak out about ourselves, about our intention and our collective dream, which is form of consciousness. So I have here Emmanuel. My name is Leopold, and yeah, we are both entrepreneurs, and we managed to kind of break out 9 to 5 for quite some time ago. For me, it's like around 3 years. I don't know for you, Emmanuel.
About 5.
About 5 years. And yeah, we met in Amsterdam. I had the boat business. This is a little bit of background, so you kind of know where you can uh, picture ourselves. So I lived in Amsterdam. Emmanuel was a tourist in Amsterdam.
I was living in London, but
You were living in London, and I had a boat. I had like a small business, like a hobby. I was offering boat trips basically for tourists, for people around Amsterdam. And Emmanuel was a customer, basically.
I don't know how I ended up there.
Yeah, somehow he ended up
On the
on
boat.
my boat. And we get in touch and we were like connecting pretty nice without really having any expectations. We started investing in Forex, both of us. And now we're in Romania and we have this cute little project that is called Farm of Consciousness. And our dream is to actually inspire people to maybe do the same or do their own thing in their own way. But what we want to what our goal is to actually offer people an experience that you can choose differently and live differently and be happier more simply. What do you think about what I
This
just said?
introduction,
Yeah,
very
this
nice
introduction.
introduction, my friend.
It's like I had it here somewhere, but no, we didn't really prepare for it. So it's just
I actually wrote a few questions, but are on the phone, and my phone is not with me, so I don't know the questions.
okay, perfect. The rest.
But at least, yeah, we have a good intention.
I
That is the
trust you.
plan. That is the plan.
I trust. The plan is that we have good intentions, but the plan is not the same with the territory. So sometimes things can go different ways in different forms, and you realize then you don't have on your phone and a little bit of like Wi-Fi internet. So this is, I think, is the main struggle that we have here because as entrepreneurs, the way that we managed to kind of get out of 9 to 5 was through the internet, right? So it's the internet was our getaway, and since we moved here, we don't have that much internet, but we're still doing it somehow. Like we're still living in two worlds, both at the same time, kind of, because it's like here, you don't have that much time to spend on the internet. So you kind of have to find a balance between working the land, working on construction, like getting people to do things like delegate and organize and plan the day before the day starts, and then manage the day, manage yourself, cook for yourself,
The
wash
good,
your
the
dishes,
good side is
wash
that
your clothes.
the hard the
Yeah.
period is gone. Like we managed to build the house. It's almost
Yeah.
not raining in the house anymore. So yeah, things are getting actually more stable and more harmonious at the farm. But yeah, I also want to share a quick
Please,
introduction.
please, do your thing.
Yeah, probably most of you know our project. Is well, basically we have decided to sell everything, give up the city life, and move into the mountains. So this is not like in the countryside, as Leopold said. This is living in the mountains in the middle of nature. It's completely different because some
It's,
people are saying, "Oh, you moved in the countryside." No, no, no.
yeah,
It's different.
the
And basically, our intentions here is to create a retreat center where people are coming to experience life in a completely different way, completely different than any retreat center. This is a more raw and more authentic way of experiencing nature and yourself and exploring consciousness. That's kind of our intention. Want to create a place where we can live as well, but also create this facilities for people to come and transform their lives. At least this is my intentions, and this is what we've been doing, even though this year It's been ooh, it's been super.
Nice guys. Trust me, behind the scenes, we're going through a lot of things. It's life for me wanted this, but kind of I had this thing in my mind, in my heart, that nature is calling. So what does that mean for me? Move to nature. Of course, how can I move to nature? Well, find a land where I can plant seeds and grow food and have animals. Of course, how can I do that faster with a lot of people? So that's what we are. We are kind of a group of 7 to 10 people, but we started just two of us. So we're constantly kind of engaging into everyday life by just experiencing the present moment. And yeah, of course, you need a plan, you need structure, but here it's not the same with the city life. It's not like you wake up at 7 and you go to work at 9, and it's like from 7 to 9, there are like 2 days. There's so many things can happen. So many things happen in like 2 hours. uh and this is what I'm saying is like, for some people it may seem like nice and dandy, we are relaxed, but like behind the scenes, when you work the land, when you are here and you experience the spectrum of emotions and the diversity and adversity at the same time, I tell you, it's like, if you're not ready to go all in, then don't go. Because that's actually what you need. You need to go all in to really experience life in nature, to see how you can adapt, and you how can you.
When you come, just get your ability, like my self-image, my identity, everything just changed. Everything that I thought about myself that is solid, it's not solid anymore.
Yeah.
But it's better. To be honest, I'm happier than living in the city life here. Even though I'm working hard, I'm happier.
True.
So yeah, what's the story of Farm of Contest?
Me.
I don't know.
Well, we started in what happened. So 2020 was a year of reset, but this is actually for more people. I see the year of reset because 2022 actually managed to get people more aware of the fact that things are not getting better in the city.
Well,
They're not really getting better, right? So we saw this happening beforehand, because let's say we were experienced, so we wanted to act before, and we would not be able to adapt easier. So we Emmanuel actually called us, me and 5 other friends, to his place at that time in November 2020. Right?
you
October,
remember
November.
the time,
Yeah, I
the
remember
date.
everything because I was like, we had this conversation. It was like, guys, we need to find a land that has a river, that has like forest and electricity and maybe a house. I was
And
like,
no neighbors and
and no neighbors, and like have all the elements there. Uh, and like we can build a serum Romania of consciousness. I was like, this is it. because this is what we were about. It's like cultivating consciousness is our thing. Consciousness through so many different ways. This is actually consciousness. You're exploring now consciousness through a technology portal. This is consciousness. Everything is a field of consciousness. So let's create a space that is actually cultivating consciousness. And Farm of Consciousness seemed a pretty neat name of a brand, of a concept, of an example where we can start our collective dream. And from that moment, we to look. And Emmanuel found another place that was like,
Yeah, it's been actually a couple of months that I've been
yeah,
in Caterin's village, and I've been looking for a place. I have asked literally all the neighbors from one side of the village to the other. I knocked on all the doors. Hey, do you have some place to sell, like a land or a house? And yeah, we were planning to buy a huge place that was very expensive. We didn't have the money, and in 2 weeks, we mobilized the money, we mobilized the people, we were ready to go ahead with the purchasing. But it didn't work out. The landlady didn't turn up. The paperwork was not
yeah,
ready. We gave up because it was too much. The Christmas came, and then I we ended up in this place.
yeah,
Like literally, it were so many synchronicities that
yeah.
happened that took us here, and out of a sudden, the the property owner, gave me the offer. Do you want to buy it? Okay. We made the deal, and then I call Leopold. Leopold, I found it.
We have work to do, Leopold. We have the land.
Wake up. It's happening.
Oh, yeah, this is
So
actually also a lesson, to let go of the plan because the plan is bigger than you think you can. It's like let go of what your projections are of the future and any attachments that you may have of this moment right now in this present moment where you are. You don't know what's coming next. So the best way is just surrender and let go of any expectations because it will be better than you think. And things will come along. You will interconnect all the dots in between and or what kind of change do you have to do or what kind of habits to quit or to kind of let go reach your next goal because that's like I saw life as a process of steps that you have to take them once at a time and then take your time. It's about patience in life. It's about patience. It's about gratitude, patience, and consistency. That's like three main
yeah,
aspects of
never giving up. Like we gave up on that property, and it was intense to give it up because we've been
yeah.
working really hard to make it happen. And then
And
I surrendered, but I didn't give up the dream. Yeah.
and it was not
I
really
surrendered. It
giving
was
up. It's
Christmas
like
time. I was like, damn, fuck it. Yeah.
we both said I told Emmanuel, hey, come on, Emmanuel. It's like we need to let it go. Something better for us coming. It's like I was like, yeah, it's like shake it all out,
Yeah.
shake it all out. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. And this is actually also a good way to see our progress because we posted videos since our way back before since our first presentation. So we have all the presentation on this YouTube channel. So if you go back, you can see our progress and you can see how we started. You can see
The plan that we
the
made.
plan with
And
the first land, and it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun thing to see also the timeline.
I'm starting here
It's
exactly.
happening in less than a year, a thing that we wrote a physical. So it's like when I started to do YouTube videos, the concept that I created was traveling through imagination. And this travel through imagination was the point where I started to realize that first people travel through their mind and create space where we dream with our eyes open or eyes closed. And then we manifest it in the physical world. Either is in like no time because there is no time, or it takes a while. There's still one which is now. Everything will happen is actually now. But if or in 5 years you'll to this festival because this is our goal. So the ice about who we are, what are our intention, and also where is our money right now? Because this is also important. We managed to gain funds, gain investors, and gain kind of reach. Now we are in a point where we kind of want to continue and build a retreat center. Would you like to say more
Yes,
about this,
yes.
Emmanuel?
So that was
Okay.
kind of the past, let's say, and this is the present.
Yeah, this is the present. This is the now.
The now, talking about the now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in about 3 weeks' time, we are organizing a big festival with 21 facilitators, 7 DJs for 4 days in the middle of nature in our own village. We got our own village here. And the intentions are to gather some funds and give you like our image and our, how shall I call it? The experience of our project so that people can see the potential of this place, and we want to gather some funds in order to continue the plan because we have a couple of things to improve, a couple of things to change with everything ready, all the events, retreats, festivals, and everything. And trust me, it's gonna be life changing. Like people are telling us already that man, this concept never seen it somewhere. Like the concept and the way we build the whole community, the whole project is working so perfect. This is gonna change a lot of people, and we're gonna inspire a lot of and are seeing our project. So yeah, if you want more details about the event, you can check in the
YouTube video about our project and you're curious to know more. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting with your time, with your energy. And the best way that you can interact with us is to actually visit us anytime and like book a night in the glamping area. This is our glamping, by the way.
yeah.
This is where we are right now. This is where we are rewriting the timeline. We are rewriting the present moment and the future now, basically. And what do we want to build? We want to build a retreat center that water, earth, and air. And those elements are coming in different forms. So basically, we have a river next to us. We want to build a sweat lodge and a hot tube, right? We have like the mountain top, and there maybe we can build a dome sometime. But
We got 2 domes already, and one is coming.
the third one is coming.
The third one is gonna and 20 meters diameter. meters height. So get ready for
You
that.
cannot imagine that. Like,
10 meters height, and yeah, that's gonna change everything. Basically, what's gonna be there is a big surprise even for us.
yeah,
But
community creates by itself.
yeah,
It's like you don't need to tell people your community to understand.
because I know a lot of you have heard of people starting a community in the mountains, gathering people, wherever, having a plan, but none of them are working. Like so far,
Yeah,
not many are working, and I don't know if there are many possible in Romania that are functioning in such a harmony and with such ease, and everything is working perfectly. And I want to mention and clarify, the principles of us. First of all, it's our consciousness that is creating everything, our vibration, because both of us, we've been doing a lot of self-development and a lot of discipline, a lot of spiritual practices in order to uh, cultivate our consciousness
yeah,
and to rise our level of vibration, because here in the mountains, uh, things are way different than in the city. In the city, you have all that um, intense energy, the pollution of electromagnetic energy that is, you're not very aware, and you don't feel the emotions as intense as here. And that's why most of the communities are not working, because things will come up, the negative emotions, situations, wherever, and you need to know how to deal with them. And one of our main principles is that we are taking care of our consciousness, of our emotions every day. We practice every day. We are not based on any ideology. We don't want to save the world. We don't believe in anything. Call it like
actually
we are our community to function and to be so harmonized and
transparency, friendship, and spaces of celebration and so on.
celebration.
So I would say my first go-to is transparency, because with transparency actually you can be unauthentically unapologetic. It's a mouthful. Unapologetically and authentically yourself, and transparent with what you want, what you feel, and what you kind of, yeah, what's your intention basically. So that's my main one. Transparency, I think, is the go to for people to actually kind of know each other better and understand where they come from. It's like, because, for example, if we are transparent with each other, there are no projections in the way. Like, there are no assumption, or people don't really think something about you if you don't, if you tell them the truth always and be transparent, they will not think differently, you know. That's like the the I mean, my perspective, of course. But yeah, transparency, spaces for celebration, of course, because like since January we created every Saturday an ecstatic dance, and I think the best way to celebrate life and consciousness is to actually our bodies, move our bodies, move our emotions, let ourselves be, drop our minds into our bodies, and let ourselves be free, because that's what we actually want to see, right? I mean, We want to see happy, free, and a lot of dancing people. That's why we are creating this festival to dance and remember why we are here. So, if you join this dance,
Let's dance.
we're happy to invite you. It's relationships for me, passions, go of people. I just wanted to be friends at least, you know. It's like the
Yeah,
best way to interact is through friendships. And if you build a strong friendship, that thing will never die. It doesn't matter what kind of things happen, what situations you may be in, you'll have a strong friendship. So I think this is also what we also have because we've been through a lot together and separate, and we're still here doing this thing, and we're still going for it. And yeah, so thank you for the friendship.
thank you. Yeah, and I totally agree with you that also the friendship is based on the transparency. You know, when you are transparent, when you don't hide anything, like, "There, this is me naked," you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, I have nothing to hide, nothing to, no interest, and yeah, thank you.
Yeah. We don't have now that strong of a connection to receive questions. But if you do have questions, this podcast. Yeah, do you have any questions, Emmanuel, for this?
Yeah, I might think that would be a good idea to create another video where we share basically our structure of the community and how everything is working, what are we doing with the money, how is operating, and how we made it, because we are that is
Lives communism period. Of course, now kids nowadays are. I see them. They're more evolved. They're more like in touch with the information. But it's not about comparing now. It's about the fact that we are dreaming big, and we don't let anything drag drag us down. Basically, that's like anything can be anyone that may be projected on ourselves. So yes, we are not a cult. We don't live by ideologies. So the best way to experience is to come here and visit us and see what is happening. That's why we also had 2 3 volunteers program, like summer camps, where people come here and they experience the full spectrum of form of consciousness. Because as we started at the beginning, it's not all and nice and dandy. It's like nature is harsh, guys. That's why we do cold river baths in the morning at 8 9 a.m. because that's when the water is the most cold, like the coldest.
wait for the winter.
Wait for the winter. We moved in the winter here. We moved here when there were minus 19, minus 20 degrees outside, and we went for it and slept in the yurt. And
Slept
that's
outside at -20, and on the same day we took cold dip in the river at -15 degrees. I think it was on the daytime.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
fun times.
what we're trying to how we are doing our flex here, because we're flexing a bit, but it's a authentic flex, because what we're trying to prove is nothing actually. We're just giving you an example of how you may do it if you would like to try it, and then see if this thing is for you. Because first of all, if you want to do this and you want to do it alone, I'm gonna tell you, it's a bit difficult with 3, 4 people together, but alone, that's like it's like nobody had like you don't have at least one pair of hands to hold your wood as you like beat the nail. It's like
It depends. If you move to the countryside, then it's different. But if you move to the mountains, it's another story. But I want to
yeah,
ask you something, Leopold.
yeah.
What are actually your intentions here for the future and the present?
Basically, because I had this thing schools kind of programs us to be I was a bit of a rebel. What I want to do is actually to grow future generations and create spaces for people to grow, to learn, to evolve, but in a natural order, not in an artificial one. So what is the best place again to do this? Of course, in nature, because nature teaches us everything that we need to know. We don't need to read the book to understand nature. We just observe, learn, adapt, and then receive feedback from nature and take notes from nature because nature is us and nature kind of reflects what we are. So that's what we learn from nature, how nature is and how we are adapting to nature. So the best place to learn is in nature and to grow with other people. I think this is the best place. So my plan and intention is to grow here future generations.
You want to have kids here, you mean?
Yeah, of course I want to have kids. Come on.
Okay.
It's it's the natural rhythm. And I see so many agendas. I see so many distractions nowadays with what is happening there and that and global warming and this you know what is happening. So gas fee prices going up, other C word crashes.
2030 agenda.
There are so many things happening. The thing is, it doesn't fucking matter, guys. Excuse my French. It doesn't matter what is happening outside. If you want to do something, go in nature, go inside you, and stay there until something will come up and you will know that you don't need the school to indoctrinate you. You don't need the authority to tell you what is healthy and what is not, because you will know that inside is the way. So we are waiting you inside the farm of consciousness. So you can experience yourself in the most authentic and truthful way, because this is the place that we created with our hearts and our intention and our experience of what a human needs in order to thrive and understand what life is. And this is why I'm here for.
All right. Thank you.
Aho. Yeah. Now. working. We kind of intended to make it until we did it. So the best way to manifest is to actually intend something, imagine that happened, feel it, and then let it go, and then you'll see it happening somehow. And write it down and visualize it, and of
And
course,
do some subconscious
and do
reprogramming.
some subconscious reprogramming and work on yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and be disciplined and don't stop. And then it finally works. But yeah, did I say don't stop? Yeah. But make it clear, you know, if you want something in life, you need to be clear, because with clarity and transparency with yourself, then things will align in such a way that people will come, they will be there for you. But yeah, you kind of need to be clear with what you want. Like write it down with capital letters, big ass capital.
Write down, I want to visit Farm of Consciousness.
No, I am at Farm of Consciousness and I am experiencing the best life that I can. Because when you do it in the present, you are already there because it's the oh no. All right. Oh, okay.
You got into the mood of
Yes,
motivation,
yeah.
philosophy, and all that.
Well, I'm just speaking about
speech.
I'm just about speaking for my truth, you know, because this is what I lived for the past 7 years, and I'm not stopping, you know. This is what I do right here, right now, and I don't know 5, 10 years where I'll be, but I'll still be in the now. I'll
Still be around.
I'll still be around. I mean,
around the farm.
around anywhere in the world, in the farm, in the consciousness of being. So for anyone that is still here with us right now, we will post in this description our event page, our landing page, our presentation with our know-how. If you want to visit us on Instagram or Facebook, you can write Farm of Consciousness, you'll find us. You cannot miss this because there's no one
everywhere
like us, because we are unique like all of you watching this. So we are encouraging you to do something with your time because it's precious, and we're super thankful the fact that you are watching this and you're taking in this information and maybe do something with it, because this is our goal, to share what is, to share what we are, and to share this space with you all that are interested in experiencing something different. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Emmanuel, for hosting.
Thank you as well. And I want to thank everyone that is watching us, and not only, but everyone that knows about us, because we got, let's say, a big network. And
Yeah.
every people that know about our project, I feel that is sending us good positive energy, because it's a decision that we took that maybe made a shift, with our past social life or wherever, and people might judge, when they see a completely different thing that is not uh, something that they might used to see.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everyone, because I feel your support, your positive energy for our project, and everybody is happy to see us here.
And
So
thank you, all the haters.
yeah,
Thank you.
that's what I mean. There are no haters. I haven't seen.
Yes, because that's what I'm saying. There are no haters. There are actually
Yeah.
people just giving energy. So it's like, if someone doesn't like what you do, that means that you're doing a good job. It's like, you're not here to impress or like really make anyone feel better. And we're not here to make people really feel better. We're here just to be. And this is what we are, actually. This is what we feel like we need to do in this matrix. Call it whatever you want to call it. This is what we are. If we are upsetting someone, unapologetically ourselves. This is it. This is ourselves. So thank you for being mad. So because that's also an energy. Embrace the
Yeah,
madness, embrace the fury, embrace whatever is. Because when you embrace it, that means that you will become all the other possibilities that you can choose to. So
and yeah,
yeah.
it's natural to also feel all the emotions, all the colors. It's not all positive and just like here other part. There are things happening, but with transparency, with taking care of our emotions every day and communication, we always manage to um, integrate all the emotions, all the experiences, and everything. Do you have any other questions, Leopold, or anything? Maybe not for me, maybe for them, maybe for
Yeah.
me, maybe for you, for us.
It's super simple. It's super simple, guys. If life was not about money, what would you do with it? That's the best question. So if you don't make it about money, what would you do with all this time that we have until no time? You know, that's the question to really
Until
ponder. You know, because when you reach that point that you realize that money doesn't exist and it's all like just like a form of energy and can like get in touch with it and then channel it into another space, it's like that moment you realize what you can do with the time that you have here. So it's like, thank
good
you.
question.
Yeah, awesome. All right. That's all, folks. Thank you all for being here. All of you that have been and will be in this now. And see you, of course, on the other side. Peace out. One love, fam.
See you soon. See you at the festival.
See you at the festival. Oh, shit. Microphone down. 40